Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? I suppose that when you're starting in business and you do not want to make mistakes, you are actually making more mistakes because you're being unnatural. The founders, whenever they started whatever it is that they were doing, they usually made all the mistakes possible, which is why their companies exist till today, because things progressed naturally and you're creating stepping stones for the next generation to criticize, to develop from there, and therefore the names are being made. So making mistakes is part of being in business, and developing yourself as a person is also part of making mistakes. And there are some times that you need to make deliberate mistakes because you need to loosen up from all the tiresome rules and regulations that you had previously set for yourself. That way, you are renewing your mind because every generation changes every 5 years, which means you have to be renewed all the time. In natural progression, when people are doing things, they usually don't know what they're doing. Like you can see, I'm putting on makeup in the eyes, and then it's expected that I should finish it. No, not really. What happens is that you have to do exactly as what your natural self allows. You're painting a picture, your personality ceases to exist when you're trying to be perfect, and relaxation is not part of people who want to be perfect at anything. And you will lose your health when you're trying to be good or perfect to everybody. The essence of you ends up dying off, and you don't need that. This is why a lot of founders don't live too long, because they have to protect their ideas, they have to protect their vision. you know so in my understanding, let's get back to how to open a restaurant. If you are within a locality, as usual, you need to survey the environment where what happens around you, and you tailor the food meals based on the people that are around you. Initially, you have to show people that you are in solidarity with their interests, but after, you need to deviate from it because life gets boring and even they are bored of their own same old, interests. Usually, human beings are so egoistical that they want to keep you in that same space just for their own interest. and you end up losing yourself in the market. Women should be like this and men should be like that, and before you know it, there's crisis in the family, and people don't know how to behave any longer. So they start implementing control systems like shaming and blaming instead of simply understanding that life has a progress where people grow from childhood. Like it said, when I was a child, I thought like a child. Now that I'm an adult, I think like an adult. Therefore, you have to change your mind towards how you do things. You have to renew yourself constantly. And unfortunately, what that does is that you lose certain bits and pieces of yourself that you used to like. You don't have a choice. Life is about survival as much as it is about being yourself. So you have to blend both surviving and at the same time yourself. That is your Zen moment, your spirituality. Uh, Women are always going through circumstances within our homes, so they usually are very nervous when it comes to changes. They are constantly aware of one person wants this from me and one person wants that from me, and before you know it, by the age of menopause, we're all reacting to things without a thought again to ourselves. So you need your quiet moments, you need your quiet space. What else can we do with this? This is like a flower, isn't it? When starting, usually women are prone to starting restaurants in Nigeria. We have very few male who are into restaurant cooking because of the machoism. Meanwhile, men like to cook, to eat. So why then not have your own restaurants? So setting different types of trends. Men abroad who have their own restaurants are enjoying it. Women who have restaurants abroad aren't enjoying it because it's a mundane thing. It's something that every woman was told that she's supposed to do. So you end up having such markets crying out for women examples in various kinds of business. So this is a new trend, to paint on yourself. Take a picture, enjoy it, and be happy. set new trends. I can decide if I want to have blue eyeshadows here and green eyeshadows here. It complements my mood. I can decide if I want to be a one eye. In a country of one eyed men, the two eyed man is king. Or is it said in the country of two eyed men, one eyed man is king? Yeah. Take care. I'm going to enjoy my noodle apple cabbage and have a pleasant day. Startup City, Paul speaking.